Good morning, everyone. Namaste. My name is Christine, and I am a Reiki master. But I've been really divinely guided lately to get onto TikTok and really just to channel more messages, but also to tell my story on my healing journey on how I got to where I have became. And so it started really in 2020 when a lot of people started going on this journey along with me. It was like a mass awakening for certain people. And I knew it wasn't really anyone else that was around me that was going through it. But I knew right from the get-go that something had changed and something was different. So not only was I able to give Reiki really well without even having any knowledge on Reiki, but also I really started digging in and diving deep to transform really my life completely, from one retrospect to the complete opposite of who I used to be just 5 years ago. And God is really reiterating for me to get on to TikTok and other social media platforms, because I've done such a drastic change in my life that if you're sitting here struggling, I want to give you the faith and maybe the direction on where you could go with it as well. So really my first and foremost step, and this is not the first and foremost step that I took, I had to go the harder route. But the first and foremost step that you should take is surrendering it completely to God. So every single problem in your life, just literally say, God, I surrender all my problems to you. At that point, because of free will, he can then step in and he can start to guide you and help you and lead you in the right direction, lead you to people that can help you, but really just helping you go inward. The second thing that I would recommend is, and again, these are not the steps that I took, I had to go a much longer route, but is to start going into meditation. And I hear a lot, I can't go into meditation. I am somebody who struggles with ADHD. Trust me, I still struggle with meditation, but I make myself do it. I get into guided meditations, which are very helpful for me. I don't really struggle with the guided meditations. And I always try and start it out with just me and God before going into those guided meditations, and really just giving him the opportunity to come through on anything that he wants to say or show me. I do see a lot of lights that are going on. Sometimes I see a door, which a lot of people say that's your pathway to ascension. But I see the door quite often. I don't really hear voices during meditation at that time, but I do telepathically speak with them, and I am claircognizant, where I just know what they want me to know. I'm also clairsentient, to where I just can feel people's energy and shift and change when I walk into a room. So I don't want to get off track, but so that would be number 2, is to go into meditation if you are not already doing so. And then really starting to go for walks. So walking in your neighborhood, walking in the woods, walking at parks, going to the water, maybe meditating for a few minutes when you go to those places. That would be, if you start to do those 3 things, your whole life is going to change. So surrender, meditation, and starting to go for walks and get out there and ground with nature. So I started feeding the birds, I started feeding the squirrels. I have a lot of nature that really are my friends. I feed the bunny rabbit. He literally was out there this morning when I went out there. Anyways, Yeah, so those are the main things. I was guided to stop drinking. I didn't drink all the time. I only drink really on the weekends, but it was not a healthy drinking. It was a way of coping with my problems, and that is not a solution to coping with your problems. So I completely quit drinking. That was back in 2021, and that was telepathically told to me that if I wanted to go on the journey, it was completely fine if I didn't, but if I wanted to go on the journey, I had to quit drinking. So I don't drink, I don't do any drugs, I don't do any sort of prescription drugs. I used to be on anxiety medication, I used to struggle with PTSD, depression. I don't struggle with any of those things anymore. I never live in a state of fear. Any problems that everyone else is getting excited about, I literally know God's got us. I literally know that He is changing and transforming the life of everyone on this planet at this time. The whole planet is ascending, and He is ascending we're ascending with it, because changes needed to be made. So all that mass fear that is being created in all areas of everyone's life, on the media, wherever you're seeing it, that's all to stop you from your ascension path. So don't allow it. Just know that even the fires, everything going on, all that is to help the planet ascend. And some people aren't going to ascend with it. Some people's souls decided that they don't want to go on that journey quite yet. Everybody will ascend at some point, but some people have decided they don't want to. So those are the people that are going to be leaving the planet because their soul chose that. So it's not up for us to debate that. That's something between them and God. And you just have to trust that everything's always going to work out for our best and our highest good. So I hope this helps, and I hope this gets out to who it needs to get out to. And let me know if you found this to be resonate with you, and I'll do more. So love you. Have a blessed day. Namaste.